Hey everybody, thank you for stopping by my channel. My name is Mark, and in this video I wanted to talk about that dreamlike state we often find ourselves in. Very diffuse, kind of dissolving almost feeling, ungroundedness basically. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, thank you for stopping by my channel. If you have not already, please subscribe by hitting the subscribe button below. I would really appreciate it. So I've found myself a lot, and I'm sure you guys have too, in a dreamlike state. And I know we've read, we've heard that as we raise our frequency, life becomes more dreamlike. It's almost like making a switch, right? The dreams kind of become more real and life becomes more dreamlike. Well, that's true. Very true. But there's also a little bit of a warning sign with that, and I want to explain what's really happening when we experience that kind of a dreamlike state and what we should really be doing with it. Okay? What's happening in instances like that when we experience that dreamlike state is that we are going through cycles of clearing space and taking in new light. And what happens is we activate our DNA as we bring this new light in, and we start to release densities. And as we release these densities, they come up into our mental body, and we could experience emotion, pain, anxiety, fear, that kind of thing. And then we work to release it. So as we do that, sometimes our awareness gets pulled out of our body. It gets pulled up. We start maybe to feel these emotions. We identify a little bit, and then we release them. And what are we left with? We're left with an awareness that isn't fully grounded. So a lot of times we are kind of out etherically feeling like we're in a waking dream state. And a lot of this has to do with the third eye, because the third eye, as it's active and activated, we start to perceive energy out in our reality. And what happens is when we move up and follow these frequencies into our mental body, or emotional body, or mental body, and then we release them, we're left with this very etheric feeling, okay? And oftentimes, when we're feeling this way, when we're feeling dreamlike, we may really start to see maybe bleed-throughs from the higher dimensions. We may be able to start to perceive things. And it can be a very cool experience. But the danger here is that a lot of times we get drawn into that to continue to have those experiences. Okay, so it's almost like being able to see partially with maybe a pair of glasses on that are not quite the right prescription. You're starting to perceive stuff, but yet it's new to you, so we kind of hang out there. And again, this is after we clear, we've got this new space, and we're bringing down new energy. So our frequency is rising. This energy is starting to move through us, but yet we're kind of hanging out on the fringes of our physical body. That's where our awareness is. And that is, after a spiritual awakening, that's where a lot of people kind of hang out, because that's where the new experiences are of being able to see energy and see, light beings and things like that. So it becomes very cool to hang there. Now, what happens is if we stay there too long in this dreamlike state, we become ungrounded. And the energy that we're bringing down really will slow down and stop to flow. It will stop flowing or slow down. And then our vibration will gradually drop. Okay? So that's where the danger becomes. What we want to do in these situations is we want to consciously pull our focus and our awareness back into the body and ground it. Okay, I know a lot of you are thinking, but I feel like when my third eye is active like that, I like to see, I like to have these experiences, maybe see auras and things like that, and that's okay to do. But what we want to do is make sure that we do bring our awareness back to our body, because we want to pull this energy in. Okay, we need to experience our higher vibrational energy while in the body. Okay, because otherwise it's just going to come down, it's going to pass through, and what's going to happen is as we hang out, up above in this dreamlike state, our vibration is going to start to lower. Okay, we're going to start to get fatigued. We're going to start to get tired, and that's because we are becoming more disconnected or ungrounded from our body. So anchoring is the key in these situations. We want to really dive into the body and take our awareness in and really do some deep breath work and focus on the body while this space has been created, because that will allow us to really release deep energy blockages and densities so that more of our DNA can activate. Okay, it's all about creating space. So it's very tempting, again, to kind of live up in that etheric space, in that, in our energy body out there, so that we could really see some of this stuff. But as we become ungrounded, it's going to wear us down, okay, and it's going to slow the energy flow. So take it back to the body, okay, and as you do that, you're going to learn how to perceive through the eye of your soul and use your third eye while you are anchored in the body. And you're going to find that it's almost like putting on an even better prescription of glasses at that point. You're going to start to really not only see, but feel and be able to interpret and know the information that you are grounding from your higher self. And that's what it's all about. Because when we're up in that etheric or astral area, we're missing so much of that energy. It's just not flowing. We're not able to grab it. Okay, we're only able to get fragments and bits and pieces of it. So anytime you feel that dreamlikeness, that etheric feeling, diffuse kind of feeling, almost like you're sleeping, like you're not really here, take it to the body, ground it. It's an excellent sign that you have high frequency energy flowing through you. It's coming down, it's bouncing off the ground, it's moving up through you, but it's lifting your awareness with it. And that's what we want to prevent. Okay, so use that as a cue when you feel that way. Take it to the body, ground it, because as you bring your awareness back to the body, you are going to be able to work within your body and really integrate these energies. That's what we want to do. We don't want them to just flow through us. We want to actually incorporate and integrate them into our cells, into our body, so that we could raise the vibration of our physical body. So just a little tip I wanted to give you guys with all this crazy energy we've been experiencing lately. That's something that's been happening to more and more people. Again, like I said, it may be fun to kind of ride that, but pull it down and do what we're here to do and integrate that energy, really ground it into the body and open up your senses that way, because then you're going to have a more full multi-dimensional sensory experience. So if you guys like this video, please give it a like and a comment below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.